Hi, my name is Kalli and I am the head jewellery designer at Kalli James Design. We're a handmade jewellery business and we make all of our jewellery in Melbourne, Australia. So this is my first YouTube video. I have learned practically everything that I know about building a business and a jewellery business through YouTube. And for that particular reason, I wanted to actually start the Kalli James Design YouTube channel and go through and share a little bit about us, about our business. We have a great following on Instagram and on Facebook and have been in business now for 3 years. And I wanted a platform where I could share design ideas, I could share fashion, colours, things like that, and something that was more about the customer that really was into fashion and people out there that want to know a little bit about how to make jewellery. And therefore tonight is the night. Making my first video for YouTube. Literally just did an Instagram and a Facebook live. So thought why not add YouTube into the mix too. Been wanting to do it for a long time. So a little bit about me. So my name is Kalli, as I said. Myself and my husband James, we own Kalli James Design. We've been in business for a little over 3 years, and we make European, Greek inspired, spiritual inspired jewellery. We use a lot of crystals in our design. We use a lot of symbolism in our design, and everything that we make actually has a meaning behind it. Everything that we create is quite meaningful. We have an online store, which is the main part of our business, but we also do a lot of events and a lot of festivals, which is very exciting. So that's where we get to thrive the most, and we get to meet people and we get to create new creations with our customers. So I grew up in a very small town in South Australia called Cubipede. I lived there for the first 5 years of my life and then a couple more years after that. And Cubipede, South Australia, is an opal mining town. It's actually the opal capital of the world. So living in Cubipede, growing up around crystals, stones, obviously opals the most of, jewellery, really made me appreciate jewellery, full stop. And that was the one thing for me that I always loved since I was a very little girl. You are never an opal miner's daughter if you don't have a piece of opal. And for me, that was the one thing that I guess I saw beauty in jewellery. I saw beauty in opals and crystals. I saw beauty in quartz because there's a lot of quartz in Cubipede. And I always loved accessorizing. I always loved jewellery. And the one thing about me is that I literally wear jewellery every day. I love jewellery. Jewellery is my armour. I see jewellery as my protection. I see jewellery as a way to express myself. I grew up with a designing grandmother, a grandmother who designed clothing and who was a dressmaker, and my grandmother actually made some absolutely beautiful pieces. She was a machinist, she worked with leather, worked with all sorts of things, made wedding dresses. So my dream was to be a fashion designer. It was very hard in the 90s to get into fashion design school here in Australia. You had to draw really well, and that's actually not my specialty. I'm great at visioning things, but not that great at actually drawing and painting. So it was something that wasn't really on my radar. I was told that I wasn't good enough when I was in art to be able to get into fashion design, and I kind of kicked that whole idea out the window. Fast forward, moving from South Australia, moving back to Melbourne, and going to school, I found I had a knack for business and marketing, so I studied that instead. Loved marketing when I was doing subjects that had to do with designing things, but liked the people contact, went to work in that industry. And then in my mid-20s, my dad actually started a cake shop. My dad's a pastry chef as well as when he was an opal miner. He's now retired as an opal miner. And when we started the cake shop, I had to just get really really good at making cakes. I had to help him, and I figured out I had a knack for that. And obviously loving design was one thing that worked really well when you're making cakes for people, and being able to like vision the way something's going to look, draw it out, although as I said I don't draw so well, and then create it with icing and flowers and fresh flowers and colors and all that sort of stuff. So I did that for almost 15 years, and sorry, 12 years, but 15 in total. And unfortunately, once we sold our business, that wasn't something I could do anymore because working in that industry for a long time affected my neck and my back. So in 2015, I went to a seminar, and the seminar said, I remember the person at the seminar saying, when was the last time you followed your dreams? And my dream was always to be a designer in some shape or form. I loved making jewellery when I was quite young. I loved accessorizing. Even in my teens, I would like add things to bags. I would get all those bedazzled products where you would have to stick gems and crystals on things, and that was my love, that was my passion, that is what made me feel happy and fulfilled. I came home after the seminar and thought, you know, I really should do something in the fashion industry, but then kind of forgot about it. And then the most uncanniest thing happened. My husband and I were decluttering the house, and I actually found some stuff from when I was quite young. I'd brought it over from my parents' home when I got married. And when I opened up the folder, I saw all my designs. I had jewellery designs, I had fashion designs, I had all of that all done. I had this template that my grandmother had bought me, where you would actually put like the figure of like the woman's body, and then you would actually design and draw. And that made me realize that I wasn't following my dreams. I wasn't doing what I loved. I wasn't doing what made me happy. So I sat down with my husband and I said, we need to do something, and I think it's going to be jewellery. I love jewellery. I love accessorizing. I have like hundreds of pieces of it. And I thought the best option would be to start importing jewellery, create collections. So my husband, James, being like my biggest supporter, said, no problem, babe, we can get started. You know, you can do it. He has his own career, but you can do it. And I bought some stuff. And then when I went to repurchase it, they said to me, you can't buy this again. You need to order 5,000 pieces. And I thought to myself, are they crazy? Like, I only want 10. What am I going to do with 5,000? And then I thought, well, I'm pretty good at making things. Maybe I will actually go and make it. So I went to a bead place with a sample of pretty much what I wanted to make, which was actually a Greek-inspired eye of protection bracelet. And when I went to the bead shop, the girl said to me, we don't have this sort of stuff here in Australia. You're going to have to source it from overseas. And I thought to myself, wow, like Australia's got like 26 million people, and the eye of protection is like all over the Mediterranean, it's all through the Aegean, it's followed by millions of people around the world. Why can't I get this stuff here in Australia? So I said, okay, I'll try and make something similar. And she said to me, if you start beading, you won't stop. And my inside, Kalli, had a couple of swear words around in her head, kind of, you know, mocking, making fun of her, but I smiled and just went, yeah, thanks very much. Well, I went home, and once I started beading, I didn't stop. Once I started jewellery making, I haven't stopped. So it's been a part-time side hustle for me and my husband for the last couple of years, and the last year I have gone full-time in the business. We are now creating some amazing collections. We have a couple of hundred products. We have a great following on Facebook and Instagram and at the events and mailing list and all of that. And I finally found my thing, the thing that makes me feel happy. The thing that when I put it on, even if I'm not wearing makeup, even if my nails look crap, even if I am in a, you know, crappy t-shirt, I put my jewellery on, that is my armour, that is my protection to the world, and when I put it on, it makes me feel $1 million. So that's my story, I guess. I wanted to come in here, introduce myself, get our YouTube channel started. I guess I can say the rest is history. I found my dream, I found my passion, I found the thing that I love. I have an extremely supportive husband who helps with design, with posting orders out, with the online store. I have a great team of girls that work for me, that everything from models to makeup artists, to jewellery makers, to PA, admin assistant, and we are looking forward to creating an amazing 2020 Kalli James business, to making this year the year that we just rock it, that we literally like start reaching people all over the world. And I hope that you guys will follow our journey, and you'll jump on and give us a follow and a like, and basically see how the next 12 months pans out for us now that I'm doing Kalli James Design full time. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like it, please subscribe, please jump on. We're going to be sharing all of our content from our Facebook pages and our Instagram into our YouTube as well. And we hope that you come on this journey and enjoy it with us. Thank you. Bye-bye.